So the big question is, as an accountant, what is a tactical marketing plan? What is marketing for that matter? And I want you to pay really close attention because I'm about to share with you in this video a very, very powerful tool that I know for a fact most marketing companies who sell marketing services don't use this tool. And I'd almost go as far as to say that if you employ a marketing person within your business, they probably don't use this tool either. And by the time we get to the end of this video, which you'll see is a pretty short video, you will understand marketing from a very, very different perspective. And you'll have a tool that quite literally has the ability to transform your business in the next 3 to 6 months. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rudy Jansen. I qualified as a chartered accountant in South Africa. And then I was both in practice as well as in commerce. And about 7 years ago, I set up my own business coaching company. And I worked with clients from different industries with a model that I developed. And we got tremendous results and growth in their businesses. But in my own business, my own marketing wasn't quite working. And I was at this belief that, marketing is something that it's kind of weird and different, and it takes a different kind of person to do it. And I wasn't that kind of person, so it's never going to work for me. And then I realized that actually, as with most things in life, there's a system, there's a logic behind it. And when you understand this logic, the mystery, the magic disappears, because when you know what the magician's doing, it's not magic anymore. So I'm going to take the mystery and the magic for you out of marketing, because actually it is really simple. So let's take a look at this graph that's on your screen here. The blue is representative of an individual, and on the left axis is wanting to buy, and then on the bottom axis is over time. So let's say that could represent me and my chocolate craving in an average day. So in an average day, I have a massive need for chocolate, and then that need will disappear. And 2 hours later, oh, I've got this massive need for chocolate. Or over a 20-year period, it could indicate my need for a dentist. I've got a need for a dentist now, and for the next 10 years, I don't. But point being that the blue line represents an individual over time who has a need for something. Now, in your case, it's going to be accounting services or some kind of service that you offer. So this next graph, a little black dot there, this represents what most people think that marketing is. So the black dot is a touch. So we sell our accounting services, and we have a prospect person, and we've touched them. Now that might be at a networking event, we've met them, or we've sent them a direct mail letter or a cold call or whatever lead generation method we've used. But the point is, we've touched this person. And it so happens that we touched them at the point where they're not desperately wanting our service. They're not even thinking about it. They're quite happy with their accountant. And what most of us will do is that we have this kind of ad hoc approach to marketing. We get around to it when we can, if we do, because we don't really know what we're doing, so we don't really. But point is, we've touched this person once. So let's say we've done cold calling. We try cold calling, and we've called a number of people, and we get the results back, and we say, oh, you know what, we've tried cold calling, it doesn't really work. Or we send out a whole lot of letters, and we say, oh, the response has been pretty poor, doesn't really work. But then, of course, let's go to the next screen. Here you'll see the black dot has actually moved to a place where the person is interested. And possibly they've come to buy from us. So, I don't know, maybe we've met a person at a networking event. And they say, hey, Rudy, I'm so glad I've just met you because I've had enough of my accountant, and I want to come and see you. So, and just out of role play there, I don't have an accounting practice, so that's just an example. But, in that specific example, the person comes to see me, I'm an accountant, great, and the sale happens. I've got a new client, fantastic. So I think, wow, networking is amazing. But again, it was, okay, networking as an example, it might be a number of touches with the same people over time. But point being that when we touch people on an ad hoc basis or once and we get results, It's still an event. That is not marketing. This next screen is really important, so I want you to pay close attention to this now. This is what marketing is. Marketing is a drip feed approach. It's a number of touches over time. And you'll see on the left-hand side of the screen, we touch the person and they say, thank you very much for staying in contact, but no, I don't need your service now. And again, and these touches could be cold calling, it could be direct mail letter, it could be a postcard, it could be networking event, whatever. But there's a number of touches over time, and a key word here being in a systemized fashion. So ad hoc does not work. When we touch them over time in a systemized fashion, then eventually when the relationship has been built over time and they're actually desperate for an accountant, then, and we touch them again, they very likely will actually buy from us. So this is marketing. Point being, it's a number of systemized, automated touches over time. And in the program that I work with my accountant clients with, the whole system is there of how to do this. But this is what marketing is. And you can go and look at your own business, in your own accounting practice, consider your approach to marketing over the years. Has there actually been a proper systemized approach to it? Or has it been these one-off events, and as a result, the lead generation isn't quite happening? Now, I appreciate, there's a whole lot of reasons why it would be ad hoc. We don't have the time for it. We don't know what we're doing. We haven't found the right person to do it for us. Yes, there's a whole lot of reasons. But point being, this is marketing. So let me go and show you this template that I spoke about. Now, this template, the Tactical Marketing Plan template, this has the absolute ability to transform your business. So let's just shoot across to that screen, and I'll explain to you how this works. And of course, you can download this as well. Now, this template is incredibly powerful. You'll see there's a number of tabs: Tactical Marketing Plan template, detail for your TMP or Tactical Marketing Plan, the Marketing Methods List tab, my top 100 ideal, and Marketing Campaign Break-Even. So let me explain to you how this works. Because when you put this in place in your business and you follow this plan and you hold yourself accountable to it, it absolutely will transform your business. So first step is that, as I said in the yellow there, the above items are merely examples. Pick your own from the marketing methods list in the blue tab, the green tab, and also the video in module 3 part 2 of the course I do. So let's take some examples here. Let's say that we decide in our practice we're going to use the following methods for lead generation. And as an example, let's say we're going to use direct mail, postcards, email, e-newsletters, paper newsletters, seminars, webinars, referrals, joint ventures, cold calling, top 100 ideal campaign, exhibition. So there's a whole lot of different ideas there. So what we'll do is you'll see April 11, so the months are there. For each month, there is activity in green and leads generated in orange. So stay with me on this one because this is really important. So what we'll do for, let's say that next month is April 11. We'll say that for next month, direct mail, I'm actually not going to do any direct mail. So my plan is 0 because it's Easter weekend, I'm not going to be around, I'm not going to bother. But postcards, actually, we're going to send out 200 postcards. That's my plan for next month. Email blast, well, let's send out an email blast. We can do 50 email blasts. E-newsletters, we're not going to bother with next month. Paper newsletters, not for next month. Seminars, oh, they're hard work, not going to bother. Yeah, we'll do 1 webinar. Okay, referrals, I have a plan to get 3 referrals next month. Joint ventures, I have no idea how to do that, so I'll just leave it for now. Cold calling, I'll get my local person to call 100 people. I don't know what that is. And exhibition, no exhibition next month. Okay, so then we've got a plan for next month. So as next month progresses on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis, you fill in the actuals. So postcards, well, it was a a busy month, we managed only to send 100 postcards. The emails, we actually sent out 200. The other things, that webinar, yes, we actually did a webinar. Referrals, I only managed to get 2 referrals, meetings. And the cold calling, well, the lady did it for me, only did 80. And thereby we track our activity. Because what happens if we don't have this plan, and we don't set a plan to start with, and then we don't track activity, the months will zip by so quickly, and you look back and think to yourself, we're just not generating leads in this practice, and I don't know why. Well, this is the starting point of the why. Because once you have a plan, which you can then hold yourself and or your team accountable to, it will transform your business. So the second step of this is that for that month, we also generate leads. So we have activities that will generate us leads. So we can say, okay, so our plan was to generate or to send out 200 postcards, and we're hoping that that will generate us, call it 10 leads. And our email, we hope that that will generate us 2 leads. Our webinars, we hope will generate us 50 leads. Our referrals, we hope if we go and see 3 people for referrals, maybe a BNI or some kind of networking event, hopefully that'll generate 6 referrals. Cold calling, from 100 calls, maybe we'll get 2 appointments from that. So we can see that our planned activity will generate us 70 leads. Now, again, to take this further, you can say, well, if I generate 70 leads, how many of them potentially will actually become clients? And you will know your own stats. I don't know what they are for you. But let's say that you know if you generate 70 leads and you follow a proper sales process with them, as I teach in my program as well, then out of the 70 leads, maybe 5 or 10 become clients. So point being, again, we track the actuals to say at the end of the month, April, we only generated 2 leads, actually from the postcards. From the email campaign, we actually generated 5 leads. So, wow, this really works. Must do it again next month. From the webinars, we actually generated 65 leads. From referrals, we only generated 2 leads. And from our cold calling, well, actually, for some reason, it really worked well, and we generated 5 leads. So there we have actuals. So now suddenly, you have a tool in place that allows you to plan for months and months ahead, because we'd sit down and do May, June, July for the whole 12 months. And it allows you to know, okay, we're not going to do an exhibition in April or May, but there is an exhibition happening in June. So we can put one in there as an example. So it really helps you to plan forwards as well. And this tool, absolutely without a doubt, and I've seen this time and time again, with sole practitioners on the one hand and 6 partner firms on the other hand. You know, when we start out, we don't have this tool in place. When we put it in place, we actually hold ourselves accountable to it. What happens in your business is that it will transform overnight because the activities are happening to generate the leads. Now, again, within my program, you know, when it comes to direct mail, I give you the exact template of what to send. Postcards, I give you the exact postcard series that you can send. You can use it as it is. Webinars, I give you copies of webinars. So, you know, if any of these items you don't know how to do, then come and speak to me. But point being, with a tactical marketing plan in place, your business transforms. So the other things that are in the sheet, let's go to detail for a tactical marketing plan. So this is just a sheet where you break down. So you've picked, I don't know, let's say direct mail. So in this one, you put the heading direct mail, and you decide what are you going to write? What is the wording of the letter going to be? Who are you going to get to print it and send it out for you? So this is where you write down the detail for the plan. The marketing methods list. Now this is incredibly powerful. And for you as an accountant to work with your own clients, you know, give them this tactical marketing plan, because I can guarantee you that very, very, very few of your clients will have this in place. You know, over the years of using this, I don't think I've ever come across anybody who actually had this properly in place. So this marketing methods list is quite incredible. There's a listing of, I mean, column B, lead generation methods. So there are about, what, 85 different ways to generate leads in this list. Then there's conversion rate methods, how to increase your number of transaction methods, how to increase the average value of your sale methods, how to increase your profit margins, and you'll see, 66, 55, 69, 88. So here is a list of immense, incredible ideas that you can go through this list and pick, direct mail, referrals, yellow pages, no, local newspaper advertising, television advertising, radio advertising, salespeople, cold calling, telemarketing, press releases. The list is endless with loads and loads of great ideas here. So then, my top 100 ideal, this is a strategy which I also use, very, very, very powerful method, where you go and you write down a list of your top 100 prospects. These are your top 100 ideal people that you would love to work with. And you write down their name, the company name, contact number, emails, social media contact details. And then we use a method to break through the barriers and get through to them. But that's what this list is all about. And then there's this blue one called Marketing Campaign Break Even. Now, as an accountant, you may not particularly need this, but it's basically just to work out what a marketing campaign would cost you, or a strategy, and how many leads you would need to generate and convert to actually pay for it. So let's say that you want to go to an exhibition, it's going to cost you, I don't know, £1,000 or whatever it might be, and this will help you figure out how many leads you actually need to generate, how many sales you need to make to pay for that. So there you have it. This is the tactical marketing plan. Incredibly powerful, and I've not yet seen a business where we've implemented this and their sales and the lead generation didn't massively improve. So let's just go back to our presentation. So that is the tactical marketing plan. Very powerful. Go and implement it in your business. It's easy to do, but it will make such a massive impact. And in case you're not aware of this, I run a webinar called How You Can Generate 10 New Qualified Leads in Your Accounting Practice in the Next 30 Days Without Cold Calling. And in this webinar, again, very powerful, I share with you, at least 3 very different ways of generating leads that I know for a fact most accountants either don't know about or just don't use. And in this webinar, I'll also share with you a very simple strategy that will improve your sales conversion rates, your closing rates, by at least 20% when you do this. So to get the details of the next webinar, look at our website, kandoaccountants.com. Register there. It's a free webinar. It's 60 minutes long. And I look forward to connecting with you there. Take care.